Hey folks, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your MLB previews and predictions for a Friday, May 7th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your weekend. As always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are using a mobile device. Today's broadcast brought to you by BullpenPicks.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join. Go to BullpenPicks.com where I'll release all my picks each and every day at BullpenPicks.com. All right, let's talk about this one between the Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Now, the Cubbies, a 145 favorite. The over-under is set at 7.5. ATS forecast, computer pick. Going to lean with the Chicago Cubs here. 4.5 to 4.3. The over-under at 8.95. Zach Davies up against Trevor Cahill of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Now, the Pirates' last 4 games have gone under the total. They're coming off a 4-2 loss to San Diego, where the Chicago Cubs had a good game against Walker Buehler's day off, where they beat the Dodgers 6-5 in their last game, and they're on 1 day's rest. The last 3 games for the Cubs have been a victory, and the last 4 have gone over the total. Boston taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Now, Baltimore 15-16. A great game by John Means last game. A no-no. He pitched a no-hitter against the Seattle Mariners. And you know what? Yusei Kikuchi, he played very well too. But fortunately for the Baltimore Orioles and John Means, they got the victory and they got the no-hitter. And now they're up against the Boston Red Sox. Eduardo Rodriguez going for the Bull Sox here today, and he's up against Matt Harvey of the Baltimore Orioles. The last 3 games for Baltimore have gone under the total, where the last 3 for the Red Sox have gone over the total, and Boston now 19-13 on the season, and they're just peeking over their shoulder as they see these guys coming up real quickly, the New York Yankees. In fact, the Yankees, tough loss in the last game against Houston Astros. Altuve with that was a 3-run shot. That hurt them a bit there. And minus 163 is the price line here tonight on the Yankees. They're up against the Washington Nationals, who are sending Patrick Corbin to the hill. He'll be up against Jameson Taillon of the Yankees. We do like the Yankees winning this one, 3.9 to 3.5, the over-under at 7.48. First pitch tonight at Yankee Stadium is 7:05. The last 4 games for the Nationals have gone under the total. They're on a 3-game losing streak right now. Yankees 16-15 on the year, 12-19 to the under for the Bronx Bombers. Tough loss last night for the Arizona Diamondbacks against the Miami Marlins. It was a 3-1 victory. Pablo Lopez started for Miami. He was up against Madison Bumgarner. Yeah, Bumgarner, old Bomber there, did a nice job pitching, but unfortunately the bats were not hitting for the Arizona Diamondbacks, who are now on a 3-game losing streak, but they're going to send Zach Gallen to the hill today to stop the bleeding for the D-backs. They're up against the New York Mets, who are 13-13 on the year, and they're going to face David Peterson of the Mets. Now, the Mets, a 125 price here tonight against the Diamondbacks, and looking at the record for Arizona on the over-under, 17-13-1 to the over, where the New York Yankees played a lot of unders this year. The Mets played a lot of unders, 8-16-2 to the under. So it could be with Zach Gallen going, might be an unders night tonight at Citi Field. All right, Cincinnati taking on the Tribe. Now, Cleveland on a 5-game win streak. They had a clean sweep against Kansas City. And Zach Plesac going to go tonight for the Tribe. He'll be up against Wade Miley of the Cincinnati Reds, who are coming off a 1-0 victory. And Sonny Gray pitched a great game against the White Sox in that contest. And now for for Cincinnati. Man, I'll get my days right here, and my teams. Must be a Friday or something. But Cincinnati's last 2 games have gone under the total, and Cleveland now on a 5-game win streak. All right, let's go to those Miami Marlins, those scrappy Marlins as I call them. Trevor Rogers going tonight against Brent Sutter of the Milwaukee Brewers. And Sutter sounds like a hockey player, right? I wonder if he's from Viking, Alberta or something. Milwaukee is a road underdog in this spot. Marlins a 140 favorite here this evening. The forecast going to lean with a team that's on a 5-game losing streak. That's Milwaukee, 4.8 to 1.17, the over-under at 6. And Miami now on a 3-game winning streak. Minnesota traveling to Detroit at Comerica Park, taking on Tarek Skubal and the Detroit Tigers. And looking at the Tigers' last game, a 12-9 loss to the Boston Red Sox. What a crazy game that was. That lead switched about 2-3 times. And for Minnesota, they're coming off a 4-3 loss to the Texas Rangers. In fact, I think they got swept by the Rangers. And they're on a 3-game losing streak right now. 11-19 on the year for Minnesota, and for Detroit, 9-22, and the Tigers' last 3 games have gone over the total. We do like the Tigers here tonight, 4.2 to 4, the over-under at 8.25. Atlanta taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. The Braves on a 3-game win streak. The last 4 games for Atlanta have gone under the total. They're sending their ace, Charlie Morton, to the hill tonight against Zach Eflin of the Philadelphia Phillies. And the Phillies 17-15 on the year. They're on a 4-game win streak right now. And the price tag on the Braves is minus 159. Over-under is 7.5. ATS forecast, going to lean with the Braves here. 4.5 to 3.2. The over-under at 7.76. The Braves 1 game below 500, where the Phillies now 2 games above 500 at 17-15. Mariners taking on the Texas Rangers. Rangers 16-17 on the year, where Seattle 17-15. And you know what? Seattle hitting a hiccup there of late. They started the year off great, but again, they didn't have a good homestand. Maybe a little bit better luck on the road. And they'll be sending Chris Flexen up against Mike Fulton-Nevich for the Texas Rangers. The Rangers here, minus 118 price. The over-under at 8.5. And looking at the computer score, we do like Seattle in this one. 5.05, 3.4, the over-under at 8.46. Kansas City on a 5-game losing skid right now, taking on the Chicago White Sox, coming off a 1-0 loss to Cincinnati. They just ran into a hot pitcher in Sonny Gray. They're going to send the only pitcher of 3 this year who've pitched a no-no. You got, let me see here, the 3 pitchers that pitch a no-hitter. You got Joe Musgrave. Now you had John Means, and Carlos Rodon was the other pitcher who's pitched a no-no this year. And the Chicago White Sox, a 150 road favorite in this one. 8.5 is the total. And we do like the White Sox here, 5.2 to 4.3, the over-under at 9.54. The last 3 games for the White Sox have gone under the total. Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Houston Astros. Now the Stros, a 145 favorite against Toronto, and the over-under is set at 9.5. ATS forecast, computer pick, going to go with Jose Urquidy and the Houston Astros, 5.57, 3.06. The over-under set at 8.63. Ross Stripling getting the nod here tonight for the Toronto Blue Jays, who were able to manage a split in Oakland, winning the last 2 of a 4-game series. Colorado taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cards a minus 205 price here tonight against the Rockies. The Rockies sending Austin Gomber to the hill. He'll be up against Jack Flaherty of the St. Louis Cardinals, who are on a 2-game losing streak. But we do like the Cards to win in this one. 3.91, 3.33. The over-under at 7.24. The last 6 games for Colorado have gone over the total. And again, St. Louis on a 2-game losing streak, 18-14 on the season. The Battle of LA. The Dodgers taking on the Halos. LA Angels a home underdog in this spot. Dodgers a 161 favorite. Over-under set at 8.5. ATS forecast, going to go with the Dodgers here. The Dodger Blue, 5.3 to 3.9. The over-under at 9.27. Julio Urias going for the Dodgers. He'll be up against Griffin Canning tonight of the Halos. And looking at the LA Angels, that is. They're on a 5-game losing streak. And as they say, misery loves company. And there's the Dodgers on a 3-game losing streak. And the last 5 games have gone over the total. LA on a 1-day's rest, where Angels lost 8-3 last night to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay having a good run right now. 5 straight-up wins for the Tampa Bay Rays. They're on a 5-game win streak. And they go into Oakland tonight, who lost the last 2 to the Toronto Blue Jays. Now the A's a 128 favorite. The over-under is 7.5. Rich Hill going tonight for the Rays. He'll be up against Sean Manaea of the Oakland Athletics. We do like the Rays to win their 7th or 6th in a row. 4.99, 3.88. The over-under at 8.87. If you're a hockey fan, right away you thought about Gretzky and Lindros, and if you're a hockey fan, you know why. San Diego taking on San Francisco. You got the Padres taking on the Giants. Now the San Diego Padres, this is going to be a great series. You know, everybody talk about the Dodgers being the top team in the NL West. I think these 2 teams might have something to say about that. Padres sending Blake Snell to the hill tonight. He's up against Anthony DeSclafani of the Giants. Now the Padres a 146 favorite. Over-under set at 7. ATS forecast, computer pick, going to lean with the San Diego Padres. 3.8, 3.51, the over-under at 7.31. And looking at the Padres' last 3 games, have gone under the total, where the last 5 games for San Francisco have gone over, and they're on a 2-game losing streak. 18-13 on the year for San Fran, 18-14 for San Diego. And if you look at the Dodgers, they are 17-15, so that's going to be a great battle for the NL West this season. There you go. We got through it. 15 games on the schedule, and hopefully you guys are using these videos for an advantage. And again, check out atsstats.com for my top plays. And if you want my baseball picks, go to bullpenpicks.com. Look for Ronnie Ray. That's my handle. And I release all my selections each and every day at bullpenpicks.com. Have a great night of baseball. As always, shop for value. Play those percentages. We'll see you back shortly with another Raymond Report.